I'm doing well, guys, and I appreciate the arguments you guys go through every Monday. I love it. It's awesome.
Good. All right, let's get to it. It's called Factor Fouhy. We've been doing it for quite some time with ABC Sports Director Craig Fouhy, and he joins us now on the right to the guest line. All right, this is a tough one to get us started here. The D-backs have won 11 of their last 13. They're now 3.5 games up on the Dodgers. Are they the biggest surprise in all of Major League Baseball this season? Factor Fouhy.
Boy, I don't know. That's a really tough question.
Yeah.
Let me think about that. Yes, fact. Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself, Coach. Yeah.
The last time they had this position, 65 and what are they? 45 and 20 right now.
Yes.
40 and 25.
40 and 15.
40 and 15. No, 40.
40 and
They
25.
played 65 games, guys.
Wait,
40
and 25.
Yeah,
40.
they played 65 games.
40 and 25. I'm sorry I threw a bunch of math at you guys. I apologize.
No, I had it down.
That's why I saved it.
I know. I appreciate that, Jimmy V. 40 and 25. Last time they did this was 2002. So, yeah, they're the big talk of baseball because Vegas had them at 74.5 wins to start the season.
So they better start over there at Chase where you're headed, start stuffing those ballot boxes to get one Corbin Carroll on that All-Star team where I believe Zach Gallen probably, but they got to get him going over there, right?
Yep. That's where we're going right now. I'm going to go in the clubhouse and tell them to start voting for Corbin Carroll, Zach Gallen. Yep.
You got to get that going, Coach. All right, Coach. Question 2. Corbin Carroll with his 13 homers, 17 doubles, 19 stolen bases, an on-base percentage of .389. Is trending as both the Rookie of the Year and MVP. Fact or Fouhy?
Well, fact, listen, the kid's National League Player of the Week this week, right? Just announced. He is on fire. Got his first Grand Slam home run the other night. He had a home run. I mean, he is on fire. And the kid can hit home runs. He can play small ball. He can steal bases like nobody's tomorrow. He's awesome. And I appreciate watching him. He's so much fun to watch, right? And the videos the D-backs post of him are fun on social media. So he's just a cool guy. And I just have really enjoyed watching this team. And I give credit to Troy Lavello for pulling this team together and they're playing like yesterday's game in Detroit. Mm-hmm. They were down. I mean, they had to come back and score 4 runs in the ninth to win that thing. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable.
Yep. They're playing terrific right now. Okay. To the round ball for the Phoenix Suns, Coach, latest rumors, DeAndre Ayton to Dallas, DeAndre Ayton to Golden State.
Portland.
I mean, just names are popping up all over the place. So is this now, in your estimation, a sure sign that he is on his way out? Fact or Fouhy?
Fact. And listen, I told Colin this last night. Send DeAndre Ayton, Landry Shamet, and maybe whatever else you got to Toronto and get Fred VanVleet back here. And let's get a point guard in town, 28, 29-year-old point guard, and let's play some basketball, right? So you're probably going to maybe even waive and stretch Chris Paul. Let's go after Fred VanVleet. So I would target the Toronto Raptors and get a point guard in here. A good one.
Well, the issue is he declined the Raptors' offer over $22 million, and thus now he's a free agent.
VanVleet, that is.
VanVleet did, yes.
There you go. So time for the Toronto Raptors to trade him. So let's do it.
Question 4 with Craig Fouhy, ABC 15. The PGA, DPS, and the LIV, I should say, World Tour merger will create more international tournaments than the basic PGA Tour. Fact or Fouhy?
Dubai every other week.
Listen, you got the PGA Tour, the DP World Tour, and the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia. So yes, those guys have money like nobody has money, right? So that is going to promote golf in a way that they have to do it. It is what it is, right? Yeah. Live Golf was sort of like it launched, everybody was upset. Then it just kind of faded into the woodwork. Nobody really watched Live a lot. So it was just coexisting. And it may go away. Who knows what happens to Live? I know certain people say it'll keep going, but we'll see what happens. But the reality is, PGA Tour could not fight the Saudis with money in court, and they were wasting money, burning money, and dipping into pools they shouldn't have dipped into. So it'll all come out in the wash, but this is all about the money, right?
Do you think, Coach, that might have been orchestrated to force the lawsuit by LIV just to get into it, since the PGA said no way? Do you think that might have been a strategy, knowing what you just said, they can't they can't. The PGA Tour cannot outspend this live.
No, Jay Monahan said that they couldn't.
Yeah.
They couldn't outspend them in court, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't fight that fight because the Public Investment Fund has an endless resource of money, so billions and billions and billions of dollars, and the PGA Tour doesn't. So they were not going to win that fight. So this is, again, in most things in life, follow the
3 minutes.
follow the money, and you'll get your answers.
Yep.
All right, Coach, last question. According to today's reports, Cardinals' Budda Baker was the first to show up at the Cardinals facility for the mandatory minicamp. This means there is progress with a potential contract extension. Fact or Fouhy?
Oh boy, I'll say fact. Listen, Budda said a while back he would be there when he had to be there, and that's this week, right? Mandatory minicamp. Didn't do the voluntary. He's working out on his own. He said he'd be there. It's hard to blame Budda when you're in a rebuild to want to come back, sort of like DeAndre Hopkins, right? You want to come back to a rebuild, sort of like Larry Fitzgerald went through for most of the 17 years he spent with the Cardinals. It has to be tough on a guy that you want to win a championship. Budda's now getting up there. He's a great player still. He deserves more money and deserves as much as the Cardinals can afford to give him. That's the question, though, how much money God's going to give to Budda. But I think he should just break the bank and give Budda what he wants.
Philly, what are you working on?
2 minutes.
What's going on at ABC 15? It's not weather, right? Because the weather's been nice, so that's not taking up all your time.
NBA Finals, man. NBA Finals Game 5.
Who you got on post game?
ABC.
You guys doing a post game tonight? Do you do post game on the week during the week?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
We got a post-game show. We worked on Frank Vogel. I just heard from the Suns they can't get him in tonight because he's busy doing other things. Probably talking about Chris Paul or with DeAndre Ayton. So they're working on getting Ish Wainwright in for us, and so we'll see how that goes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff. We'll be watching, that's for sure. Game 5 on
Thanks,
ABC
guys.
15. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. That's Craig
You got
Fouhy,
it.
busy on a big day for ABC 15 today, hosting Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And he is brought to you today by All City Towing as they continue to grow. They got a bunch of new vehicles to their fleet, and they need to hire. They need people. So head to allcitytowing.com. Just search careers. That's allcitytowing.com. Coming up,
1 minute.
we will
1
continue
minute.
from the CAZ Sports Bar. We will recap the top sports book